Razer just updated their 15-inch standard blade model with the newest of the RTX 3000 series graphics card. So, what comes in the box and is it any good? Let's find out. Oh, it's heavy, but I love slamming stuff down, and it's like, only on unboxings can we do that anymore. What's up, everyone? I'm the Everyday Dad, and if I can figure it out, you can figure it out. So let's crack this sucker open. I'm a huge fan of the Razer Blade 15. We saw a few months ago that I unboxed my very first version of this. It had the RTX 2060, or 2070, I believe it was the 2060. And so this is basically the same thing, but with the much better graphics card. And I love this. This is one of my favorite set of computers because from a price to performance standpoint, when it comes to Windows machines, this is really good. Like, these are fantastic machines. And I'm not sponsored by Razer. Razer didn't send this to me. Nobody supplied this to me. I purchased this myself. I pre-ordered it. It showed up. So that's not Razer paying me to say that. I just really like this model of computer. I think it's like the best value you're going to get out of their line. Okay, here we go. We've got a box. We've got... I'm already breaking stuff. That's how you know it's an Everyday Dad unboxing. When we start breaking stuff immediately thereafter. And something that we're seeing is we've got the ye olde standard Razer box in a box situation going on here, which, you know, if it says that they're part of the Forced Stewardship Council or whatever, hey Razer, maybe stop using so much cardboard if you want to be part of that. So we've got the charging brick and the adapter. What else do we have in here? Okay, you ready? Here we go. Woo! Razer's commitment to sustainability. Go green. That's exactly what I'm talking about here. Eco-friendly. Let's be eco-friendly. Look, I'm okay with eco-friendly. But let's not... Maybe we don't need so much packaging for that. Okay. Biodegradable airbags. Hooray. Okay, so we got that in the box. What else do we get in here? Razer usually gives you some pretty good stuff. I like getting some swag with my technology. Thank you for choosing a Razer system. Well, you are welcome, Razer. Thank you for choosing Razer. Well, you're welcome again, Razer. Protect your Razer gear today. That is not what I do. There is no turning back. You keep telling me that, but my return policy would definitely disagree with you. Razer Blade Base model. I think their Blade 15 base model is one of the best values in computing that you're going to get. And we got stickers. We got to start putting these stickers somewhere. Just like the Apple stickers, I never do enough with them. And we've got a microfiber cloth. And you might be saying to yourself, Gary, this is the first time I've ever seen a Razer unboxing. That's so nice of them to give you a microfiber cloth. We'll see why that's not necessarily so generous here in a second. All right, the Blade. Man, I love... The Blade 15 is just such a good machine. I don't anticipate there's going to be much physical difference between what we saw last year, but I just love that finish. The only problem is, are we going to be able to see? My hands are kind of cold, so maybe we won't be able to see it as much. But you can see I just started touching. You can already see the fingerprints. That's why they give you the microfiber cloth. It's not out of the goodness of their heart. It's that as beautiful as this brushed metal is, ooh, it gets dirty real quick. Let's check out the bottom. Looks like there is no change to the cooling system. Looks like we still got the two big intakes. The outtake right here. I do like the rubberized grip right here. Man, this is just gorgeous. I love... Oh, the only thing that I don't like about this is I'm not a big gamer. I'm a big professional. I use these computers in more of a professional setting. And I just wish, like on the 13-inch Razer Blade Stealth, this is not neon green. I kind of wish that it was not neon green on the 15 also. I get it, gamers. You know, when I am playing video games, I very much love me some RGB. But when I'm sitting in meetings, I don't like that as much. Okay, let's open this thing up. How does the inside look? It's still got the 144 Hertz refresh rate, 1080p monitor. Ooh, still Core i7 10th gen. They have not updated that yet so far this year. I was really hoping that when I saw the new versions of the Razer laptops that they would, like Asus, they would start using Ryzen. I would love to get this model of computer with this model of graphics card with that Ryzen 9 5900X. Because look, the 10750 is fine, but it's 6 core instead of 8. And they do have a model with the 10875, but I'm sorry, Intel, you're not something that I'm very excited about this year. We've got the RTX 3060 with the 6 gigabytes of memory. We already talked about the refresh rate. Keys, yeah, they're still good. They're nothing to write home about, but they're fine. They're not as nice as the ROG Strix G17. I love that keyboard. But everything else feels pretty good. There's a lot less flex in this, though, than the G17. That G17, since it had a plastic body, had an awful lot of flex to it. This does not. The trackpad Still feels pretty good. Okay, let's crack this sucker open and let's see what kind of upgrading we can do. I mean, I would be very surprised if this was any different than last year's model, but this could be somebody's first time watching a video about the Razer, so let's just check for everybody's clarification, and so we can be comfortable knowing that everybody knows. We all want to be on the same page. This is not an elitist YouTube channel. This is a YouTube channel for everybody. Computers for everybody. That's the motto. Even though, well, that's not the motto. The motto is, if I can figure it out, you can figure it out. But the mission statement is computers for everybody. So let's find out. Let's open this up. One thing that I do already miss about the ROG Strix G17 again is it used Phillips head screws. Like, it did not have a proprietary or specialized screw system to open the bottom. This one is back on like the 5-sided, the pentagonal screwdriver bit that you will need to open this up. They do have the advanced model, which gives you a few other features. You do miss out on some things too. So Razer has done a weird segmentation with their 15-inch laptop. I do like that the advanced model has an SD card slot. That is something that I wish all laptops had, but it is a price premium to get that. You do give up some of the port functionality on here, and I think the Razer Blade 15 has a phenomenal amount of I/O built into it. Okay, we have everything off. Let's... I love it. Oh, I love it. Oh, man, if you've opened as many laptops as I have, sometimes they are a huge, huge pain in the butt to get open. I thank you, Razer. I doubt you're going to watch this, but if you are watching this, Razer, thank you for making this so easy to come out. Because we are going to want to upgrade at certain points, and man, so much nicer. So what do we have in here? Under the hood, we do have the 4,221 milliamp hour battery, 15.4 volts. We've got our solid-state drive right here with another M.2 drive right above it, and unlike the Dell XPS 15, and maybe it's new now, but last year it was not, we've got our own mounting screw there, so we do not need to provide another one. We've got the 2 sticks of RAM that we can upgrade ourselves, and there is the Wi-Fi card that we can also upgrade. So that is what I would consider to be a good amount of upgradability for a laptop. I really like this. The one thing that I do, if I was going to complain about anything about the internals of this laptop, I do not like this anymore. Like heat pipes, they're kind of an old technology that I'm not a big fan of anymore. If we can move to vapor chambers to really keep the heat under control, that's what I would prefer. I know it would add some cost, and I do believe the advanced model does have the vapor chamber, but if you can put it in there, start putting it in there, because the most important thing about a laptop is its thermal performance. So that is a good amount of upgradability, and I'm very happy about that. And if you would like to see a video of how to do all of this upgrade, leave me a comment down below. Sometimes we like to do those upgrade videos, because again, this is not necessary. Everybody out there is not a laptop expert. Maybe we can just walk through it together, have some fun. So if you'd like to see an upgrade video, leave me a comment down in the comment section down there. All right, next step, we will turn this thing on and just check and see what kind of power options they've given us for that graphics card. We'll check and see that we have everything that we were supposed to have when we ordered the laptop, so we can hopefully have some fun video gaming and doing some video editing on this, because I got to tell you, it's kind of my wheelhouse, right? Okay, let's plug it in and turn it on. Okay, we have the same 230 watt power brick that we had last year. Oop, let's not lose that cable. Let's plug it in. Something that, again, the advanced model will give you over the base model is the advanced model will let you charge it via USB-C. This does have USB-C ports with Thunderbolt 3, which is a pretty big deal for me as opposed to the Ryzen, which did not. Well, let's turn it on. Yeah, we've got Ethernet, USB-A, USB-C headphone, and then HDMI to USB-A, USB-C. That's basically, if you're going to be plugging this into any kind of like setup, like whether you're sitting at a desk or whatever, that's basically a perfect amount of I/O. Getting devices ready. I do like the top firing speakers. This is just, I love this. One of my favorite laptops of last year was the Razer Blade 15 base. I used that thing for everything. That was my primary laptop for a very long time. Before I built my custom PC, that was my power machine. So I'm very excited to see what they've done this year with the 3060. I really hope that they gave the 3060 enough power to make it interesting. We'll be able to see here in just a second when it's already on and ready to go. And I love it. I love it. The only thing that I don't like about Razer computers is just that. Like, I put a skin immediately on last year's version, which we'll probably have to do here too. We've been waiting now for like 5 minutes. I forgot how long it takes these Razer laptops to boot on for the very first. Oh, there we go. I just started. I need to complain about more stuff because then things happen when you complain about it, right? That's how life works. That's not how life works. I really wish. Obviously, I set up a new Windows laptop. It feels like every couple of weeks. I wish there was just a skip button where I could just skip all past all of this stuff. It's like I do this so often. I wish I could just have like a little drive where I could just plug it in and it knows how I want everything set up, and so it just goes. The fans are already on, and we just turned it on. Like, that's the thing, right? I can't tell. Here's my problem with fan noise anymore is I can't tell if it's bad or not. And I know you're going to be like, Gary, that's how all laptops are. They all make noise and they all have fans. What are you even talking about? I'm telling you. You start using those new M1 MacBooks and it totally like reorients you to what a laptop can sound like, because those don't sound like anything. You don't hear any noise. You don't even have to worry about covering the vents. Like, one of my main things that I can't use a Windows laptop for is working when I'm like sitting on the couch or laying down in bed. And I do an awful lot of work from bed now that I've been working from home. But I can't do it with these because it always gets blocked. I don't want to be a complainer. I don't like complaining about it, but it's really starting to become more and more noticeable to me. I blame Apple. Darn it, Apple, you've made yourselves too good. And it's hard to use other computers now. And as Computers for Everybody channel, that makes it kind of difficult. Something that I do like, again, this is a high refresh rate panel. It's not 300 hertz, but 144 hertz definitely seems to be like the sweet spot, because you can tell that the mouse just moves so seamlessly around the screen. I love it. Keys, they still feel fine. Keys still feel fine. They're mushy. I mean, they're not as snappy as the G17. They're definitely not as good as the MacBooks, but they're good enough, I guess. We'll have to see how the speakers sound. We still got the dorky stickers, thank goodness. That's just a Windows thing, that we have to have dorky stickers everywhere. We can't just have a nice, clean laptop. We got to put stickers everywhere. If you want to here's the deal, Razer. If you want stickers, just give me stickers right here. You can put your i7 sticker right on this little thing, and I won't use it either. But at least then we don't have to then worry about taking them off later. Okay, and boom, we are now ready to go. We will not be using Microsoft Edge. A lot of you do use it. I definitely, the last time I made fun of it when we did the G17, I caught flack for it in the comments, so I apologize. I apologize. Everybody out there that likes Edge, hooray. I'm a Firefox person myself. We already got the Mac OS Big Sur background on there, so we definitely are in the right place here. Okay, so quickly, let's just check and see our specifications. NVIDIA control panel. Okay, so this graphics card is powered at 95 watts. It does not have max Q. The driver version is 457.63. Memory data rate 14 gigabits. All right, so yeah, looks pretty standard. 95 watts. The G17, I believe, is at 130 watts for its 3070. So I would have liked to have seen a little more power, but if that's all the power it can do, that's all the power it can do. Yep, Intel i7 10750. We have 16 gigabytes of memory, which is easily upgradable. I think we've got 64 gigabytes in my other one that is pretty impressive. All right, this PC, and we've got our 512 gigabyte solid state drive, which we've got 458 available, but we've only got 404 free. So yeah, looks pretty good. So initial impressions. If you liked the Razer Blade 15 from last year, you're going to get a lot of the same stuff. It's basically the exact same chassis, the exact same processor, but just with that better graphics card in there. So we'll have to see. We'll do some video editing tests. We'll do some more tests. Let me know in the comments below what kind of tests, what kind of things that you would like to see out of this. I think the price to performance is still fantastic. This is, I mean, $1,600 is not cheap, but you get a lot for this thing. And I did not have any thermal problems with last year's model, so I would anticipate that I will not have thermal problems with this year's model, but we'll give all of that stuff a shot. And if you like this video and you're curious about how the Ryzen 9 computers work, here's my follow-up video on the Asus ROG G17 Strix. Ugh, so much words. But that video you can find right here. Click, 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 click. Thanks for watching.